Hi guys, it is Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for yet another video. Now you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, and if you're not already, go ahead and subscribe to help me get seen more in the algorithm. Guys, this week is the week of New Year's, and because of the week of New Year's, we've been looking at more topics of renewal, starting over, the brand new type of thing. And we've been focusing on this concept that we see a lot in Hollywood where they reboot movies and they revive franchises and they reboot whole concepts and things like that. And today we're looking at one that's fairly relevant for the moment, and that is Spider-Man. Spider-Man at this point has been rebooted, two times? And not just rebooted, but Spider-Man did what they call a hard reboot. We talked in a recent video about a soft reboot where they, just kind of ignore some of the things that took place and kind of keep the universe somewhat. Well, this is a hard reboot where they completely start over from scratch. They completely do something new and they ignore anything that happened in any of the previous versions. And that's what you see in Spider-Man. You saw it happen with the Sam Raimi version of Spider-Man. He had two or three movies, and then they completely wiped the slate clean and started over. And then they did the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and they did two of those, and the second one was just, it was tough to watch. And so they said, we're going to start over. And then you see the MCU version with Tom Holland where they started over again and they completely ignored that the ones before it existed, allowing them to get a fresh slate, to start over again, to do something completely new without the constraints of having to keep what was done before, and this way offering something brand new to the audience that the audience, generally speaking, enjoys. That's the whole point of a hard reboot. And we see that with Spider-Man. We see it with the newest ones compared to the old ones. And we see it with a lot of other franchises because Hollywood understands an older franchise a lot of times is more valuable than something brand new. And therefore, they're more willing to bank on something that's already been successful. That's a proven concept already, right? Instead of doing something brand new. And that's what we see with Spider-Man. And the reason we're talking about rebooting franchises and this whole concept of a hard reboot versus a soft reboot is because sometimes, you can go into things and you just need to, ignore some of the things that didn't work and improve on the things that did. And sometimes you really just need to wipe the slate clean. And that's what some of us need to do for 2022. 2020 was, a tough year for us all. 2021, not much better. And some of us really want 2022 to be much different. And for some of us, that means we're going to have to completely wipe the slate clean. We're going to have to start over from scratch. We're going to have to do something completely new. Maybe get some new friends. Maybe take a new job, start a new career path, go to school and do a different program than what you studied in the past. You're going to have to get some new habits that you weren't doing before, some new practices. You're going to have to really commit to wiping the slate clean so that you don't make some of the same mistakes that you've made before. And if that's what you need to do, guys, don't be afraid to. Movie studios do it all the time, and a lot of times, at least for the first movie, it turns out to be very lucrative. Now, what you do after that is up to you, but it generally works well. And so I just want to encourage you guys, don't be afraid to do a hard reboot with your lives. I mean, I don't mean just don't throw out the baby with the bathwater, but I'm just saying, don't be afraid to make some changes that are going to be extremely drastic, that are going to require you to do some things that are very much new to you. Don't be afraid. Just go into it, dive into it, and watch yourself have some great success in 2022. That's the video, guys. Short and sweet. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like button. I don't know what you're waiting on. It's not going to cost you anything, and it won't hurt you. It'll just help me. And if you're not already, guys, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm uploading 5 videos a week. That's one every single weekday. I do motivational, inspirational content with a pop culture twist, looking at things like sports and movies, anime, superheroes, cartoons, you name it. I just try to find a motivational message that I can deliver to you in a way that's easy to understand so that you can take it and use it for your daily lives. If that sounds like what you're trying to do, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and follow along. Guys, how did I do? Let me know down in the comments. Give me feedback. Give me suggestions on topics I should cover in the future. Give me tips on how I can get better. I promise that I'll try to go through every single comment and get back to every one of you as best I can. Guys, I appreciate you for sticking around this long. I hope that you keep coming back, because we will keep coming back with more content just for you. And as I do always say, guys, until next time, peace.